What is up, Internet? Today we're going to talk about the Moore Mafia ECU flash for the Gen4 ZX10r. That is a 2015 model, the last year of the Gen4. These were not ride-by-wire. You still have throttle cables that actually connect to plates and open as you twist the throttle. Nowadays everything is ride-by-wire, so you have some kind of servo that does that for you, and when you twist the throttle cables, you're actually telling the servo open it up, and then the ECU has a static map to control how much the throttle plates actually open up, which is why everybody is all about ECU flashes nowadays, because it's the only way you can really unlock the bike's potential. I'm pretty happy with this ECU flash because I feel like the top end gains are substantial, and there's a video for a Gen 4 where Chris Moore walks you through removing the ECU, which is underneath the tank. It actually sits in the air box right over here. And I have a video, I believe, when I was installing my K&N air filter to walk you through removing passenger seat, top half of the rear fairing seat. Then you can prop the tank up and gain access to the ECU. Let's jump into it. The first thing that I really, really love about this ECU flash is traction control. So by default on the Gen 4s, which I think is 2011 through 2015, this is a 2015 model, the traction control setting is not preserved between key cycles, right? So if I turned it off, turn it back on, traction control always resets to setting 1, which is not horrible because that setting 1 is the minimal amount of traction control. So you've got 1, 2, and 3, and you have, of course, off, which is where it's at right now. So if I hit this traction control button here, hold that down, you see it's changed to 1. Prior to the ECU flash, every time you turn the bike on, it's set to 1. And if you want to turn traction control off, you have to manually do that every time you turn the bike on, which sucks. So, very much loving the fact that it remembers now. I'm going to switch it to 2, cycle all the way through, back to off. Let's go for a ride. So if you're looking at the RPM band, I don't really feel much of a difference from, say, 6 to 8,500, maybe 9,000. So we're at 5,500. If I just roll on now, don't get me wrong, you know, it's a 1,000. She gets up and moves pretty good. But I wouldn't say there's like this overwhelming improvement, you know, just going by the seat of my pants, as they say, right? But I'd say, like, once you get around that 9,000, 10,000 mark, she really, really wakes up. I'm not going to get the green arrow because I'm a motorcycle. All right. I'm telling you, you can't feel what I felt through the video, but the front wheel was hardly touching the ground through first gear. Come on, whatever. I could feel it just kind of skimming across. It was pretty ridiculous. And that's just like a reoccurring theme I've noticed as I get on it here and there. Once she gets up around 9,000, 10,000, it's just ridiculous. And the front end consistently feels lighter than what I have felt in the past. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a very good thing. I was able to convince Mr. Peter to bring out his 22 R1M. Alright, so we did like 2 short runs through second gear, into third, and then shut off right after third, just to get a feel, because A, he's got a quick shifter. I don't have my quick shifter yet. That's a whole nother story. Mostly my fault. But, yeah, we did 2 runs, I think, at 60 miles per hour, which on this bike is like somewhere around 7,000 RPMs, and then we did a couple more runs starting at 70 miles per hour, which raises the RPMs to a little bit over 8, which gets it closer to the power band and the big horsepower improvements. So it was really kind of interesting to see both runs starting at a lower RPM against the 22 R1M, which does have very similar mods to this bike. Gearing, pipe, filter, etc. Anyway, here's that footage. Second gear. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I feel like the R1 kind of walked me down there at first. 3, 2, 1, go. Jesus, man, that R1 is fast. I'll do 1, 2, 3, and then we go on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Dude, this thing just walks away from me, man. Holy crap! Second gear, what we're doing with like 60 or something like that. Yeah. But I feel like that 7,000 to 10,000. The R1's a beast, man. So much mid-range torque. Let's start at a little bit higher speed, so we're a little bit closer to 10,000. Okay. Okay. So 70 miles per hour, 8,000 RPMs. You call it. 3, 2, 1, go. Definitely when you get up there, you stay with me. We'll do one more? Yeah, sure, why not? 70 miles per hour, second gear. Let's go on 1. Okay. You call it. Alright, let's get to 70. 3, right. 3, 2, 1. Well, that's it, man. Those are my thoughts, impressions. Really interesting stuff with the second gear pulls against the 22 R1M. That thing definitely has more mid. It's a beast. It's a beast below, 9,000. The thing, I felt like it just walked the ZX10 down. It is a 22. This is a 2015. So they're a couple generations apart, 6, 7 years apart. So it is what it is. And I'm also probably a 30-pound heavier rider than Peter, and as he would say so far. But overall, super pumped with the results from the ECU Flash. Very awesome. All right, guys, you know what to do. Keep it upside down. We'll see you in the next one.